at the. I didn't reload the page, so I'll roast myself for a minute. My partner right there. Oh, my dude. There's my dude.
It's been that kind of day.
Boom, this dude right there. You know what I mean? We got DUI in the building. We
Sorry,
got
I got hockey on.
yeah, he's got hockey on. Y'all cannot hear that in the background, just in case y'all trying to, hear that and shit. But we got this circle happening, and we have a myriad of personalities. Some of them aren't even on camera.
A myriad.
A myriad. Some of them are not on camera, and some of them are just joining us. Boom. Yoro. We got McMcRedundNC. We got DUI, and we got yours truly, the Black. We're also supposed to have Paola
Venna
join us. Through one stream or another, we're gonna get her live on here.
Yeah.
Let me get you that link now.
Yeah.
That we are going.
Couple technical difficulties and
yeah.
It's
damn iOS.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck Apple.
Yeah, buddy. I'm telling you.
Just to start off on like a heavy note, fuck Apple.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan.
Bro, I had a 7-year fight with them over a computer and a phone. It was not good. It was not a good thing.
Did you also phone Bill Gates? Because he does own 25% of Apple.
And because
that was irrelevant to me at the time.
Well, because Bill Gates is the only thing keeping Apple open. It's Apple was going out of business in like the late 90s, and it was Microsoft.
And Steve Jobs used his best friend to help him bail him out.
No. It was Microsoft getting sued by an antitrust suit because they had a monopoly on software, and it was either they split their company up or they paid Apple to keep their software relevant.
No. Apple was about to go belly up.
Yeah.
And Steve Jobs and Bill Gates are both really good friends. And
but Microsoft would have totally had a monopoly. They had antitrust stuff going against them. So the easiest way for them to deal with it was to buy a fuck ton of Apple and finance them until they could get on their feet, so that they didn't have to deal with like antitrust laws. It's pretty fucking wild, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have some fact checking because he's got his phone out and I cannot hear the hockey game.
Oh no, I was following up with Temple and Knight. They have their stream going on tonight.
Okay.
Actually, it's been live for the last hour and 10 minutes.
Dope. Live stream seems to be
on Twitch.
Live streaming is a big thing now.
It kind of is.
It really is, and I mean, like, I was on the wave a little bit before it started getting so heavy. Now it's like everywhere.
Yeah.
Beer streaming.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to think of like, Web 1.0 ways that they were kind of streaming, and there really wasn't. That's like the big change that kind of happened was everybody got into the internet. And now it's just like literally everybody is on the internet. That's fucking amazing. It's like Jerry Springer everywhere.
Yeah. It's crazy the amount of stuff. Like it's unbelievable the amount that the internet has made possible, but at the same time, the amount that it is
made people idiots.
It makes us compare ourselves to that media-driven version of what we're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like you've got like the us that is on like movies and shit, right?
Yeah.
And whatever that image, they're usually fucking kind of loaded, etc., etc. And then you kind of take the shit from the ground, which is just your average person, isn't that thing you see on television. That's more of hopes they wish they had.
Yeah.
It's not a real image of, and then so it's like, I think when we kind of look at like cringe videos and stuff, it's like, yeah, they're kind of cringy, but it's because we're comparing it to this constructed version of what reality is supposed to be.
But don't you think in some way what we see on the TV and in the movies is a possible reality?
It's a well-funded reality.
Definitely. There's no question.
And don't get me wrong, I think it's a possibility for certain people.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Elaborate. Let's elaborate on
For certain ones, it's intergenerational wealth. You know what I mean? You look at a lot of like the major movie stars or even musicians and stuff, and a good chunk of them are their parents are well-established musicians.
even with superstars in the WWE. Like right now,
Yeah,
it's like the Samoan dynasty. It's like the Samoan Game of Thrones, where Roman Reigns is the Universal Champ. His cousin is his right hand man. His cousin's brother, who's his twin,
yeah,
you know what I mean, is trying to like get his cousin back on his side. And then you got the dynamic of all the other people trying to fight them for their position
yeah.
while they're fighting amongst their position, kind of thing. It's dramatic in its structure, but
Like
interesting.
I find, yeah, that's what I mean. I find it's funny that it's interesting, like the whole idea of celebrity, where it's just like we do watch it because it's interesting.
Mhm.
And that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely very different from how we generally live our lives.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm,
Undoubtedly.
mhm.
Undoubted. Oh man.
I-
Um. You want to get his mic?
You do it from there, right down.
I don't know which one is him. Okay, so Gabe, say something.
Hey.
Dave, say something.
Word,
A little bit louder.
word.
Okay. So there we go.
The
All right.
LG's food coasted.
Yep.
He's food wasted.
Yep. It's all good though. Mm. Yep. Forward is the movement. Okay. So let's get a little bit of background on Paola since we're waiting for her to join. Restream, y'all gotta work with iOS better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. P. I moved into her place.
Okay.
We got. Hey, you're on. Here we go.
Oh, she's
You
more
have a
than loud enough.
microphone on you, eh?
How's it? Okay, yeah, I got it. Can you hear this?
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's yeah, you're on. Your picture's on also. So
Yeah, they can see you.
hanging out in the car. What was the question? It was like some bit of past.
Yeah.
What's
So
the deal?
how did y'all meet? Like, what's the story behind Miss P and the Rhythms?
I like.
With the Rhythms.
So the story is really hilarious. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so the story is funny. I was renting. I needed somebody to rent my room, but more so, I wanted to start a band. So I put up an ad, and I said, I need somebody, and I need, if I get a musician, it's even better. And then this guy answers my ad and tells me that, he had been living under a bridge and spent some time camping out and living under nature. And I was like, those are fancy words for homeless.
Well, no, it was literally, it was like my way of looking at it was, hey man, I'll live in your backyard. If I could, it's like, yeah, sure, I'll play in your band. Just let me live in your backyard. That was kind of my.
In that ad, the thing that saved me was the word "I play bass." Like that little sentence, that phrase. I was like, "Yep, okay, let's give this guy a shot." And we just talked about this the other day. So now, it came time for him to rent my room, and I told him because he had so much gear. And when I went around the corner and picked him up, he looked, so very, very homeless. And I just thought in my head, and I know it sounds so weird and stupid to say, maybe, but that saying, like, you never know the form Jesus comes in, like that really came through my head. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta pull over for this guy. And I pulled over and I brought him back to my house and we recorded
Okay.
Actually, you know what? We do have that song on there.
Which song is that?
Never Let You Down. The first one I was kind of.
The first one that I picked.
Yeah, the first one that you
The first
picked.
one that I picked. Okay.
I was like, I was like, it wasn't so hype, but with the
Rap.
story, it makes sense all of a
Okay.
sudden.
So let's hit that one. Never let you down.
It really does.
You may have to.
That was how it happened.
It might be kind of quiet.
It's okay, I got you.
Yeah, this was like recorded in Paula's living room. We just sat there and jammed, and it was like, okay, we're forming a band.
Getting harder for me to breathe, so as I just can't say, I gave you everything. I know what I gotta do, and I'm taking away from you. That don't gotta make
This was part of the thing with the rhythms too.
'Cause I'll never let you down. No, I'll never let you down. No, I'll never let you down.
This was just bass and drums sitting on the couch, man.
I'll never let you down.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
never
because that was just us getting to know each other. You and Dad played at my next thing. So this was us just
how will you run
Yeah.
away from me? I'll step in the water first, where it's dark my gate, so you can gently and get the drive. There's nothing I would do. I tried. I
Yeah.
I'll never let you down.
Yeah,
No, I'll never
it's
let
one of
you
those
down.
tracks I'd love to actually
No, I'll never let
but it's
I'll never
well,
let you
not
down.
just that. We need an orchestra to do this one. Like it's just.
That would be beautiful, though.
It really would be. It's we don't have the funding right now to be able to do that.
I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Don't you know I'll stand by you, baby? Oh, honey, I'll never let you down.
Okay. All right. I see you. I see you.
Hey, you're feeling it now.
I've been jabbing to it, but just to hit that note and it kind of like it brought the power.
I'll never let you down.
they're still breathing.
Yeah, it's like totally one of those things. It was like the living room couch version is really hard to beat. It's a really hard tune to ruin. Well, no, there's definitely certain ones that are like the melody is so strong that they're hard to ruin. Like this is definitely something that it's like the song itself is kind of like really heavy, and it shows off like
Never let you down.
but it's still like perfect rock.
Yeah, it slaps.
Yeah, like this one still comes on, and I still like it's one of the listening to my own stuff a lot, but this one, when it does come on, I'm like, who was that?
You're happy that it did.
Yeah, I'm happy it was me.
You know, and I haven't heard that one in quite a while. It's been live. I'm happy for them too.
Oh, I'd love to throw that one back into the set, but
I'm actually thinking about it. I was just gonna say, hey, like, can you send that to me?
and you know what? It's really funny because I have this attachment to that track where it's just like, like I have an attachment to that track, so it's kind of hard to like switch it up sometimes where it's just like letting go of the intricacies of it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that song too. Like I said, it's a good old day.
Yeah,
So how long have you guys known each other?
like 10 years pretty well.
No, dude, this has to be more because. So, let's see.
Well, I met your son when he was 10.
Yeah, and now my son is. So it's 12 years.
12
My
years.
son's 22.
Nice easy way to like count things, yeah.
Yeah, just use the kids as an age reference.
Exactly.
Wow.
When you use kids as an age
He's 2
reference,
years
you
younger
definitely
than me,
date
eh?
It's just
yourself.
kinda
Period.
like-
Right from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 2 years younger than me, eh?
Oh wow.
My son. What
Yeah.
can I say? I'm an old cat and I I had it young.
Hey, everything happens for a reason.
But
Everything happens exactly.
Yeah.
And timing is perfect because you see now we're kind of coming alive in the scene and it's perfect timing. My kid's 22. I'm done. Job done. Let me focus on career now.
yeah.
You know, I had a lot of illnesses and cancer done. Let me focus on career now. You know, so
Did you just say cancer done?
good timing
Yep.
is everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on a second. I can't have you just gloss over something so detrimental. Can we talk about that for a second, if you don't mind?
No, I don't mind actually.
Okay.
It's crazy. You know,
To the bottom of the phone, Dave.
so
Bottom.
there's a song
Bottom.
that we have.
That's where the microphone is. Or the
No, the speaker's at
There's
the
a
top.
song that we have called are you good?
Yeah.
Good
Okay,
idea.
so we have this one song called Green Bag on the Floor. And this song is impromptu.
Okay.
The thing about this song is if you hear the vocalistic silence in this song, I mean, we all really just give it. The sadness of it all is that I actually had just found out that I had cancer
Okay.
in my throat.
Wow.
And the thing is that one of our bandmates, Lester, he actually had said something to me, and he said, you know, Paulita, I hear something wrong. Operation to remove my cancer, they actually cut into the cancer, therefore spreading the cancer now into the neck, and then it kind of latched onto my vocal cords, and then we had to kind of laser some of that away. So I mean, I was devastated because I couldn't sing. I mean, I couldn't talk. I was devastated, and I was just ready to be sad forever. And you know, the thing is that I did go through a lot, and I did have to go through healing and recovery. And one day I decided to have practice because I was like, I don't care, I need to sing. And these guys, my whole band, came together, and you know, they played as perfection because they always are perfection. And the thing is that I was horrible. I was off key. I was horrible. I was rough. I was damaged. And you know, I could see them all looking at each other, and nobody said a word. They all kept playing, and nobody said a word. They kept playing as if I was singing perfection.
I just want to butt in for a second and let everyone know the reason why we weren't laughing wasn't because of the story; it was because of something that happened off the camera.
Yeah.
Just because this is going to probably be done audio only. I just want to let everyone know something happened behind the scene that we were chuckling at.
Okay,
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is like, you know, kind of stick with Paula's story. It's okay, before the cancer versus after the cancer. you're still way the fuck better than 90% of the singers I've ever worked with after cancer. So there you go.
Paula, like, honestly, you are an inspiration to me as like a fledgling
Oh,
singer.
that's my game right there. I can hear your voice. I can't see you, but for sure that's my game because I can hear your voice.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're the sweetest thing too. And you know, I'm so grateful that you're coming on board to do vocals with me because the assistance is going to be greatly appreciated.
And I'm
you know,
absolutely,
especially as COVID,
I'm
COVID's
ecstatic.
going to open up. It's going to be an end, and we're going to go live, and we're going to go crazy.
Okay.
Green bag on the floor, is that in there?
Green bag on
Big
the floor
Bag on
is
the floor.
the song, and
Let me check
that
that out.
was the night that I knew that I had cancer, but I didn't want to tell my band. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to just give her in this track.
Crying
I'm going to
over that
just
green bag.
Yeah.
tear it a new one.
Yep. Okay. All right. So we got this one here.
Well, because if it has to be the last song you can sing, you want to sing the shit out of it. And we just made it up live. You can hear Dave on there a little bit improv. And, you know, we made it up just off the floor. So the green bag is actually Dave's guitar bag. So I just started singing about a guitar bag on the floor. And we turned it into a song. And now it's like a jazz. It's a jazz creation.
Y'all getting a special edition of the Savage Circle because we don't usually play music on this show, but you know we're making an exception here. So and it's with good reason. I like the story. It's definitely interesting. So we got this song "Crying Over That Green Bag on the floor." Miss P with the rhythms.
Yep.
All right. So I added your folder to my list of independent artists that I play on the Terrell Effect. So, you know, just
Thanks, man.
no
Thanks
problem.
so much.
Just a heads up. So this is a special feature. I've never heard these songs before, so when you see the reaction on my face, you know, just know that it's genuine. All right.
Oh man, and you know, the thing is, I just can't see anything except hats on the wall.
Oh
So
yeah.
I wish I could see her.
Oh yeah, right. Because he's pointed up at the ceiling. Oh man. Point her at the, oh yeah. Point her at the TV. Point her to the TV.
Can you see the TV?
I can see the TV.
Okay, here we go.
There you go. Okay, man. There you go. Excellent. Now they can see you. You can see the TV. Let's go.
There we go.
Music down just a pinch because her miking is very quiet.
Yeah. Last one wasn't as loud as this one.
Yeah, it's a burning verse on recording.
Oh, I'm not to say about that because I heard some songs that I mixed from 2004 compared to the songs that I have now. And it's like,
so it was just kind of recording. And it was just getting, like I'm starting to go over some of them now and kind of going like, okay, certain songs are just
guerrilla recording.
trying to get a better recording like out of it.
yeah.
If you came up with a pretty decent flat mix and sent it to me, I could send you a really pumped up mastered version.
Yeah, I'm kind of working with it.
I have one built in with the software I use.
Oh yeah.
It uploads it and gives me 4 options.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So it can pick up the bass and make it like it will bring it peaked right up to the max, but it will bring the bass forward or it will EQ it for clarity.
Ooh, I just gotta chill. I like it.
Aww.
Yeah.
I love this song. I've heard this before.
Someday we will learn.
I know you want as much as I do.
Yeah.
But that's why it's so enjoyable. It's just like the flow of creativity.
Yeah.
And I love this song for how we listen to each other in this song. It's just so,
There's a bond there.
yeah.
Music just a pinch.
I know you're missing my arms every night. I know you're missing
that a bad thing? I don't think that's a bad thing.
And you see, even though this was brought to me last minute, I didn't have to download it and then upload it to a different folder. It was on a USB. All I had to do was drag and drop.
Yeah.
There's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit. So yeah.
You mean me hunting down people for weeks on end to get nothing?
Listen.
We both know we have a problem. Like we have a very simple thing. If you want to come on the show, please send us pictures, video, music. Those are the three things we ask for. Don't say here's a link and have fun.
Yeah.
For me to do a 30-second intro can be anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours. Never mind me having to go get extra shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you also have the inverse where sometimes they send you way too much footage.
And then
I would much rather have too much footage than not enough.
That is a better problem to have, I'm not gonna lie, because I can make like 3-4 videos out of the footage that I got from this one guy. So, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely like
Well, we're kind of testing right now in our reggae scene. Canada reggae scene right now is really digging some of the music because we were just my two friends he's a good friend and he's on the show The Wave in New Brunswick. So he just recently played one of our songs out in New Brunswick. So he actually, is like a little fire for me out there and. One thing's leading to another. We have a few drops coming out. We actually had a release yesterday of a song called Something About You. And that just dropped yesterday.
Yeah, I have a copy of that. I'm not sure which.
It's a pretty good copy, I think.
I hope so.
We'll find out.
We're about to find out.
Well, you know, some things get passed back and forth.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a little bit faster. It's a little bit of a poppy reggae song. This one was, you and Lester created this one with me in the living room. Remember? Again, another living room jam. And then we just kind of cleaned it up and got it ready and pumped it out.
Living room
And
jams.
now it's on all
can be dope.
platforms.
Yeah, no,
We've
they
had a
really
couple
are.
here.
Living room jams can be dope for sure.
Remote recording, like I
Yeah.
said, that R24 they're great for doing that. Like,
And something about you is not like one of these live off the floor. It's more like you're going to a club, you're kind of on vacation type of song. So I don't know. It's really we're every genre, so it's kind of crazy to keep up. So no wonder it takes us so long.
That's my jam right there. That's my jam.
That's why I love this song. So fun.
Like, I go, let's go smoke some weed, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
you'll never guess.
And that was the truth because the guys, you see how long this goddamn song is. So I was trying to tell the guys, let's go inside and smoke some weed, motherfucker. Like, end this fucking song.
Oh, that's great. Oh, man.
Yeah. I was just trying to talk to them and saying, like, come on, let's go.
Oh, man. I guess they got it because it's ending right now.
And one of the guys actually gave me shit when we ended the song. He was like, on the other team time. I was like, yeah, whatever. Let's just smoke a joint. I've been singing for 20 minutes. Let's go.
Oh, man. That's
Cheers
great.
to that.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Another
They must just put it in the song. And I've done that on stage too, because sometimes, the guys are so wrapped up and they're just in the pocket forever. But I'm trying to convey, so I just kind of start singing what I'm trying to say. Like, can anybody hear what the hell I'm saying? And if I say it enough times, eventually they pay attention and they look at me, and then I can get my point across.
Okay. Yeah, literally talking to them through the music.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah,
It's us just having a conversation. And like it's literally like this sort of conversation where it's like it's pretty improv. But
and Dave, you remember I did that at Alley Pass because I was trying to call you guys to the stage because it was time for our set and nobody was coming. So I actually just created a song. As the musicians came to the stage one by one, I kept singing and I'm calling the guys, hey, you in the back, I can hear you. Hey, the man, get to the stage. Dave, can you hear me? Dave, can you hear me? We need a bass. And eventually they got the message and they came to the stage. I guess they thought we were here for their entertainment, but they were the entertainment.
Oh man,
it's that's how you heard cats. That is definitely how you heard cats.
You can't hurt the cats. You can't hurt the cats. You can't hurt the cats. I've tried. It doesn't matter where you put these guys. We've been at the Eglinton Grand.
Yeah, that Eglinton Grand cat, that gig was definitely hurting cats, man. It was like,
oh my god,
it was such...
as I got one, another one left, and then I got one, and another one
left,
and I got another one,
Yep.
And it's like it was like I think a 10-piece band or something like that at that point. So it's like
I just couldn't get you guys all in the same place.
Oh gosh.
I did my part, man.
Just stay. When you get there, just stay there. Don't leave.
Something
for the
about
rest.
you.
Oh,
yeah, something about you. That's the song that just came out on Friday.
Okay, so
that one's streaming now.
Fresh new release. Something about you. Miss P with the rhythms.
By the way, thanks a lot, man. You're one of those places I wanted to promote on.
Awesome. Glad to be,
Yeah. I like what you're doing.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. You guys got a good vibe still. Heard about you guys. Is this the one band you were telling me about in Toronto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I heard about you a lot. It's just like this is interesting for me to finally get to immerse myself in your music.
And I've been hearing about everything that's going on out there. Dave is great, so he just is back and forth and talks. That keeps everybody in the loop. And I'm glad too that we made the connection because it's really good to be able to get people there. And thank you for letting us kind of, spread the music a little bit out there and through our venues. It's so appreciated.
No problem. We look for this good stuff, you know what I mean? I know Jay has got like 24 things on the go with the music, but we're always looking for something, new artists, and this is good. But we like to keep in contact with the artists as we meet them, you know what I mean? We go through the cycle and we'll touch base with people as they're developing. So, if you want to come back again another time and, with new music or anything like that, we got a couple of podcasts that we do, so... You know what I mean?
Come in-house and eat the food with the rest of us.
Yeah. Oh, you got to come in-house one time. We just put down the most divine shepherd's pie. Oh my God.
It was amazing.
Oh my
God. Yo, Pete, your shrimp gumbo, I would challenge any food here against your shrimp gumbo.
Wow. Miss B should come down and do the shrimp gumbo.
Yeah, because these guys were just talking about prawns, actually.
We have a whole cooking show.
Miss B, you have to. It's so important.
Like we should have a battle here because there were some good cooks here, and it's like I think totally on par to take some of them.
So you know what? It's not. We don't even make it a challenge. We just make it like a buffet podcast.
Yes.
Dude, I'm just eating.
I'm here to eat.
I'm just challenging so that
okay.
I just want to eat what you got.
I could do barbecue that day.
Yeah, we got barbecue, we got a stovetop, we got the oven, you know what I mean? I got a charcoal barbecue, so if you want to smoke some shit.
I'm ready, just do it. Just do it.
I show happening all barbecue.
We do.
Yeah,
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday, bro.
It's a Saturday thing.
Yep. Guaranteed if you come down here, if you're here on a Saturday, you get some good music and you get some good food. and some good conversation.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna, and I'm finally gonna get to listen to stuff other than the hash.
Oh, I have to. Okay. Okay, wait.
just toss that out.
This is so stressful.
Okay, there we go.
All right. You can't see the TV, but you're seen in the camera. Wait, can you see the TV now? Or I guess this works.
Yeah, it's just the microphone's a little far away from the speaker.
Okay. Where's the speaker?
The headphone, like the hole in the center right there. Yeah, somewhere around there. You still with us, Paula? Okay.
Did I turn it down or something?
Yeah, I think you did. You might have on the side there. There you go.
Oops.
Oh, you just took a picture.
I think you just turned it off.
Paula, I'm so sorry. I don't know Dave's phone very well. It's a completely different model from mine.
Hold on, Paula. We got some technical difficulties.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey, we've been having technical difficulties all day.
This is
I'm
gonna
telling
hurt my
you.
arms.
I'm telling you. So there we go. All right.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, there you go. You're back. Okay, so that track, yes, I was. Okay, so on the low, we have some serious plans that we're organizing, but like for now, it's just I want to make an analogy and say just jump in the catapult with us and wait until launch day because we want to do something big. We want to.
All right. Okay. The answer is yes. Whatever you're thinking, the answer is yes.
Okay.
I don't know what I said yes to, but I'm doing it.
And he's gone again.
I know. Okay, good because I think Dave has the location. Between Dave, Jay, and I, we got the equipment. You know what I mean? We just need a generator, and yeah.
Don't worry, I'm still
So
talking to
we'll
wife into
make
buying
it
one.
happen.
Okay.
Well,
We're looking to put together an event and get some people down and just have a feel-good frolic.
From everything and anything.
Everything and anything. We already have.
That's so necessary right now, man. That's so necessary.
We have hip hop, we have rock, we have
Hip hop,
metal.
rock, shiny rock, metal. Yeah. Like we have some reggae.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We have like
jazz would fit right in there.
Jazz would fit right in nice. I'm telling you. It fits so nice. Like I said, I legit gotta chill. And I know it wasn't from the cold beverage because I drank the cold beverage right after I got the chill too. Sitting here listening to it, it's just like, holy, this is. And you know what makes me feel good about this? The fact that it's like homegrown. You know what I mean? Like what's your background? Where are you from?
So I'm first born in Toronto.
Hold on.
One sec.
Okay, so you were born in Toronto?
Yes, I am.
All right. So yeah, so that's good. That's
Another
good.
Torontonian.
Another Torontonian. Big ups.
Yeah, we're pretty homegrown band. You know, we got the border out, and we managed to pick up a couple of Cuban geniuses along the way, and a South African madman along the way. But everybody's a Canadian cat, so all that matters is that it's all Canadians bringing good Canadian music to the Canadian music scene.
Yes. That's exactly the big thing that we're talking about right there.
We kind of hope we're doing what Toronto, I think, does best.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of blend everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a melting pot. It is.
is.
That's the name, the rhythms, is because you know what? Not only do I have all these crazy rhythms in my head and all these songs that come out, so it's me with all the rhythms, but these guys are crazy musicians. Like those guys are the rhythm.
And we're kind of rhythm focused. It's like it's
very rhythm focused, this beat and the song. So it makes sense to have multicultural, playing multi-instruments in a multi-genre band in Canada. It just makes sense.
Yes, it does. It does. And it sounds so palatable.
Yeah.
Right.
We were talking about doing an article, and we're gonna do it for next month's magazine, or are you doing it for this month?
Could do it for this month.
Okay, yeah, we'll do it for this month's magazine. I think it'll fit well.
Pencil it in at least.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Huh?
Pencil it in. At least.
Yeah. He got I have confidence in Dave's ability to draft something up. You know what I mean? It's a zine. It's a 20. Well, it's a 20-page zine now, but it's looking like it's gonna be 24 pages this month. So we're making another extension to add some more photos and some more poetry. Culture Shock has had 9 issues. The 8th issue actually has been its most successful issue. To date, it has over 1,400 views. I'm humbled by that because I never really expected to even have a magazine at this point because there was a couple other things I was working on, but this just it happened and I'm running with it. It's so good. It's an opportunity to connect with artists such as yourselves, and then I get to tell the world about you through kind of my eyes or through the eyes of the author. So it's really awesome, and like your band definitely falls in the ranks of a Culture Shock, especially with the dynamics of what you're doing and how you're doing and who you're doing it with. It's really dope.
It is. It's true, and I appreciate that you see it like that because that means you get it, you got it, and that makes me feel great. So I really appreciate that.
Yes, no doubt, and to overcome what you have, it is inspirational, definitely. You know what I mean? Like
and the thing is that like a couple years ago, I kind of just went through the same thing again in my breath. So that's all clear.
Oh wow!
But, right?
Congratulations.
Like, come on, the only thing left to do now is succeed.
Yes.
Because this is why, honestly, this is the reason why we've stayed underground for so long because we played over 250 live shows.
Wow.
But the underground cats in Toronto kind of like, hey, we know Miss P because they kind of know I used to sing a lot of background music for reggae artists back in the day, so they kind of were following me, but. We got really lucky in the aspect that the whole community kind of embraced us. We got really lucky in the fact that, although it took us a long time because of all the illnesses, now we're getting the opportunity. It's never too late to really try to complete what you started and just fulfill the dream. It's never too late. I mean, what the hell else we got to do? Nothing.
Hell yeah.
Go for it.
Go
for it, man. If God's giving me another reason to live and another chance to sing, and I mean, I can still sing. I'm not at what I was, but I can still sing. And I mean, who am I to say no? So
yeah. All right. Well, we got this other song queued up. Did we just play something about you?
Yeah.
We certainly did.
Hold on, let me take a look.
Oh, damn.
Put your beer down.
With the headphones on, that's such a travesty.
Yeah. Okay. Do we? What's the? Keep going down.
Do you have the first song you guys did?
What was it? What was the
That
DT's
was
track?
Never Let You Down.
Oh, that's Chico.
Chico.
So Chico. Yeah, Chico's a great track.
What was the
So
first
Chico
track you
is,
guys ever did?
Chico's a song
Something
with
about,
me.
or no, Never Let You Down. That first is bass and vocals thing.
Yeah.
That was just.
All right. Now I gotta take my turn in the upstairs, so I'm gonna put this to play. But let's hear Chico.
Featuring DT the artist from Toronto and Scarborough.
Okay, Scarborough represent.
Yes, man,
Hey,
definitely.
every episode it is.
Yeah, bro. That's just story about walk like that.
Chico, why you so bad? Believer, for real, though. Never knew a man came to evil. You text me the words there that you speak. Oh, please.
I'll come back to life every once in a while.
Will you call me a come on and Beyonce crying on the floor like a funny. Had good enough to ask me for my money, please. Be good to me.
I'm thinking about it.
Don't wanna spend my time unless I'm spending with you. And you never under unless you're running by
So I
me
kind of
too.
mixed the lyrics with Italian
Don't
and
wanna
English,
spend no time unless I spend it with you. And you never cause you're running by me, boo. So hello, come and talk to me now, baby. Hello, bello. Like it when you're chilling and you're mellow at Dopo. We can spin a thing and smoke some Topo, baby. Be good to me, hello. Come and talk to me, baby. Now, hello, bello. Like it when you're chilling and you're mellow at Dopo. We can spin a thing and smoke some Topo, baby. Be good to me. Be good to me. Be good to me. Be good to me. Walking insane. You know I'm feeling happy, feeling happy.
I'm looking forward to like
And holding hands. Feeling happy, feeling
This song's so good.
Listen, if you're going, then I'm coming too. Why move alone when you got the crew? Anything you want, girl, I'm down to do. If you got a hotel, then I'm coming through. Let me see your body move with the baseline. I'm trying to get with you, see that waistline. Tell me how you want it, that's face out. You get it right now, we don't waste time.
You know I'm walking with my baby, walking in love. Feeling so good like the heaven above. Feeling on the moonrock, feeling alive. You know I'm walking with my baby, walking in love. Feeling so good like the heaven above. Feeling on the moonrock, feeling alive. Be good to me. Be good to me. Don't wanna spend no time unless I spend it with you.
And you know, this was a song that Maestro actually wanted to play. Really wanted to play this one, but at the end of
Don't
the
wanna
song,
spend no time and if I'm spending it with you.
and he's hearing
And
fucking
you know
insane.
what I'm done.
So he just said, you know, I'm in the rush, I don't think I'm gonna get away with it, but he said, but I'm not swearing.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, that's why he didn't play this one. It settled with I think it's the Punani rhythm.
I'm so immature.
I wish we had the Punani rhythm.
I can send it to you as we.
Yeah, you'd have to send it.
That is
I
great.
don't have that one on the USB.
Actually, this is what I'm saying because I just redid the Punani rhythm, I redid the vampire rhythm, I redid the action rhythm, and now I'm doing an old rhythm that old heads know. It's the love bump rhythm. I'm a reggae chick first, so you know, and I'm an old chick, so when it comes to me reggae music, like I know my rhythms, and that's what I wanted my band to be, but they're finally coming around. They're finally learning these rhythms.
Unfortunately, we're from Canada. I only get bits and pieces of it.
I know, but I'm from Toronto, and I have only worked in West Indian environment, so you know me.
Oh, I know you, man. It's where you grew up, man.
I'm not cutting you off. I'm just trying to send you Punani rhythm. 1 second.
No, it's a really
Yeah,
fun. It is a stupid fun band to play with.
Yeah, it is a fun band to play with.
That's great.
Like, you have no idea how many gigs we've done where we've literally just bullshitted from the beginning to the end. And
although I think I already sent it to you. It says P rhythm wave. You already have it. But if not, I'll resend it. Not a big deal.
What are you sending it on?
I'm sending it on to my WeTransfer, and I'm going to email it to you.
Oh.
Why you hate WeTransfer?
No, I don't hate it. I'm just kind of like, oh my god, that's so many steps.
Oh.
Send it to
Tell her, get it to me.
Yeah. What's the
Expose the North?
Expose the North
At gmail.com.
at gmail.com.
Oh,
that way it's right to the computer and good to go.
Yeah. No, it's a. I'm happy with this band. Like it's allowed me to.
Good, I'm glad you like it.
Well, no, it's allowed me to take a lot of the best players that I've found over the number of years I've been playing, and throw them all into the same band.
Nice.
And then doing like pop music.
I should break out my trumpet more often.
Yeah, like one of my favorite things I ever saw was I watched. It was a Spice Girls live concert.
Yo, Spice Girls?
No, and it was their backup band was literally the best people you could find. And they were fucking amazing. Just playing pop music. I was like, I can hum along to this. And
Most pop bands' backing artists are phenomenal session.
Bro, P Rhythm's right here.
Like
man.
with
Yeah, keep it up.
I have that right here.
say Five Finger Death Punch, their main guitar player that just quit is from Toronto.
Yeah.
But he did a whole documentary called Hired Guns.
Yeah.
He's just a phenomenal musician.
You know who's the band I was listening to recently that I don't get what their lyrics are about at all. But they're fucking amazing is Avenged Sevenfold. Those guys are really good, but I still
Okay, here we go.
I still hate them
Avenged-Fold
so
copy,
much.
everyone.
No,
Yeah,
they
it's
do,
a
but they
phenomenon.
do it so well.
No, they've literally ripped off songs note for note.
I can imagine that.
The-
But
I
they're really
just-
fun to watch. Like I have to admit, like I really like. And you know what? Maybe that's what it is. It's from the creativity point where it's just kind of like, I know what you're ripping off, but then again, I like Yoko.
Can I admit,
She's gone.
when I saw
Paula's
like
gone. Paula's on a small screen.
Oh no.
You shrunk her.
you shrunk her.
Honey, I shrunk the guest.
I was literally thinking. I was trying to think of a clever way to say some shit like that.
I shrunk the guest.
Oh man, what's the score on the hockey game?
0-0
Okay, we're winning this bad boy.
in the third.
We're winning this bad boy.
16 minutes to go.
We're winning this bad boy. Let's go, T.O. Let's go, T.O.
So whereabouts in Toronto are you?
I'm in North York,
Oh, you're holding it down.
Whereabouts?
Dufferin and Wilson area.
Dufferin and Wilson.
Oh, I used to live in Dufferin and St. Clair area.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so I used to live around there too. I grew up at around like Rogers, Caledonia.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I lived at at St. Clair and Dufferin for a while.
Yeah.
Almost got shot actually
Actually,
accidentally.
then you would know. My uncle had a huge garden center right there at Rogers, St. Clair, Caledonia.
Yeah.
You might have seen it beside the steak place.
Yeah, I actually worked there for a while.
No, me and my friend went for pizza. We were really high and really drunk.
Yeah.
And this blacked out vehicle pulled up. Window rolled down about this much, and we saw a barrel come out.
Yeah.
Barrel go back in, window roll up, and they kept driving. And
Okay.
we're
But
like,
what?
Okay, you want to hear my
What? What?
Okay, go
What
ahead.
did he see come out?
It was
Barrel.
a barrel.
a barrel, a barrel of a weapon.
Of a weapon.
Oh, a barrel.
Okay.
No, that's so good.
I will tell you one of my craziest stories I've ever had happen to me. I was walking through Cranbrook, BC, and I'm walking back drunk
that
from this bar. I'm walking down the street, like 2, 3 in the morning. I'm fucking trashed, and when I'm trashed, I don't give a shit. Like I barely give a shit most of the time.
I was gonna say,
Way
like,
less. So this guy pulls up to me on the side of the street, puts a gun in my face, and I'm just like really hammered. So I just put my nose, nuzzle into the gun with my nose, and I'm just like, "Hey, how you doing, buddy?" You know what I mean?
oh my gosh.
And the dude, first thing out of his mouth is, "I know where you can find some coke." And I'm not even from this town. I'm just on tour in this town. Dude's got a gun in my nose. I'm nuzzling into it because I usually can talk to people. And this dude's first thing comes out of his mouth is, "Want some coke?" And I'm just like, "Oh, this is horrible."
The worst thing that ever happened to me in Toronto was we were walking back from the bar. My wife was with me. My mother was with me, and some friends. Some idiot decided to say something to my mother, and really? Like,
Yeah.
turn her up. He goes to reach a gun, so I start walking towards him.
Yeah.
He pulls it out, so I start chasing him. He's running down the damn forth with a gun like this while I'm chasing him. And my wife is yelling at me to stop and come back.
No, that is true. And I found this with people who have tried to mug me.
1-0 Montreal.
And cops.
Fuck.
Is if you treat them like people and not as something that has authority over you, they're usually kind of cool. They're weird and they're going through something.
They can't come back. This cannot happen.
Again?
Come on, Toronto. Don't be like, come on, Toronto. Be the fundamentalist that we need you to be. Get that
I
goal
don't know
back.
how you guys are gonna segue into lovers rock reggae with that conversation.
This is all about the love, man.
Because-
Some people
don't
are real
know that.
angry.
Oh.
You gotta fight with them with love, man.
I'm telling you, I like to consider myself a connoisseur of segues. So you give me a minute,
Okay.
we'll find a way to go from shooting on net to just.
I don't know what Dave has me pointing at, but it looks like there's a big, huge
Shooting on net.
crest
Don't you use a good
on
net
the
to hold in the
screen
dreads
and
some
big
days?
brown thing. What is that?
That's probably my nose.
Taking up the whole. Like I don't get it. Was that your head?
That's
Oh,
probably
you
my
don't
head.
have all those screens
My
on
my
your
head
phone?
probably looks like a really giant boob right now.
I just was taking up the whole screen, so it's all black.
Okay, so
Oh,
it's your
it
hand.
may be challenged.
What?
It may be
Yes, challenge that goal. Challenge that goal. Let's go.
It's challenged.
Yes, challenge that goal. That's what I'm talking about, To. You know what I mean? Anytime I'm live and the Toronto game's going on, I feel like I have a say in what's happening. So let's make this shit happen. So
Sports.
Toronto could use it right now, actually. Toronto
Sports,
really could
it's
use
democratic.
this.
yeah, man. I'm telling you, like that
We
that
should
victory.
vote on sports. That would make it horrible.
Oh, he couldn't get back into the goal.
Who? Oh,
Campbell.
Yes,
There was
they
a guy in
blocked
his,
him.
there was a guy in the blue paint.
Oh no, yeah, buddy. Goaltender interference. Not only do you lose the goal, but we get a power play. Let's go. Yeah, you wouldn't think someone this dark likes hockey, but we do.
But this is Canada, and
Honestly,
Canada.
there's
exactly,
there's a lot of dark
if someone,
Canadian hockey guys now.
of course, if you tell me right now you got 11 people and you're looking for another goalie, we're playing hockey. I don't give a fuck. we're playing some hockey. I'll throw on my pads. It'll take me about half an hour, but still, I'll throw my pads on and we'll have
half an hour, but still.
Yeah, like I think I was probably more surprised with the
you see
Japanese.
that-
And the call is
You know what I mean?
overturned.
The Japanese people love baseball in
Korea,
Japan.
Yeah.
They fucking love the shit out of
it's a
that
good
game.
goal.
Huh?
I totally
The
It's a
get
good
it.
goal.
The goal stands.
I totally get it.
How?
It's a good game.
I wasn't even watching. But
I
still,
used to love
how?
playing baseball.
I never minded baseball.
It's more fun to play than it is to watch.
It's way more
yeah,
fun to
yeah,
play
way
than
more
it
fun
is
to
to
play than it is
watch.
to watch.
It's exhilarating to play.
Everything-
It's
everything
boring
is
to
more fun
watch.
to play than it is to watch. Everything, because then you're playing it, and you know you want to win, and you want to cream the other guy. So yeah.
True.
You know what I watched? I watched the World Championship. I was in Vancouver. They held it on the island there, or the park there. It was the World Championship of cricket. And I'd never watched cricket
The game
before.
can go
Wow.
for
I'd
days.
never watched it. And it was watching like one of the major events on this lawn in the park in Vancouver. And I had this British guy explaining it to me.
Oh, you're watching it live?
Yeah, no,
You're
I was
live.
watching it like on mushrooms.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Well,
so
now we're
it's
down
like-
2 people.
It
Marner
was
just went to the
definitely like
box.
I was interested in it at that point. You know, there's a lot of British words. It's basically like baseball with 2 bases and people walk.
And the ball goes anywhere.
Yeah.
There's actually a
That's what
cricket
people
field
tell
over, you know
me,
where the
so that
DMZ
you can
paintball
just walk from here to there.
place is over on Town
No.
Road? Well, there's an actual cricket field there.
Yeah, I don't know. Cricket is.
You know they have in St. Catharines? They have a frisbee golf.
There's one
Oh.
around here too. There's also one in Port.
I wanna play that.
I played frisbee soccer once,
In
and I almost got a
Toronto,
tooth knocked out.
we used to take the cricket kids, the Pakistanis and that, like the first generations, and they were watching us play baseball, and they wanted to learn how.
Yeah.
We were teaching them how to play baseball. My God, those kids could hit anything.
Well, because cricket.
Yeah, but they could hit
It's the same
anything.
sport. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
It could be this far off the ground, and they're getting a single.
Wow.
Yeah.
No shit.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
No, I can see that because it's a very similar. It's a super similar sport. It's just, I guess, done by
Different mechanics.
American rednecks. You know, it's like they can't get the flat paddle. They can only get like they have to pull the stick off a tree.
But how can you not hit with a flat pad? You have to be like a dunce not to be able to hit with a
It's
flat
actually kind of hard.
Of course it is because of the wind
aerodynamic-
resistance, but you have a broader space to make
Yeah,
contact
but you
with.
also have a lot more direction, so it's kind of like between snooker and pool, where
You twist your wrist the wrong way, that ball's going straight up or in
I
your
don't know.
face.
Someone gave me a broomstick, and someone gave me a paddle for a boat.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. My grandpa used to play cricket, so I came up on that. Like you have to be. That's what he told me. That was his words. Like you have to be a dunce not to be able to hit with this paddle.
But it's a matter of how, and I think it's like it's
2-0.
It's the more well
Fuck's
designed
sakes.
stuff with.
On the other hand, like I was always more comfortable with a baseball bat than like
you know what I mean?
something
Like,
broader.
I kind of hear that too. It's a different thing to play because like baseball bat, you can be way more precise, but you have to be way more precise.
But I had actually hit a couple home runs when I still played
Before
baseball.
the summer before all this happened, I helped a friend out play softball.
Yeah.
See,
Okay,
we're
now
talking.
they were playing a team that was experienced. So I got up the plate. They looked at my stance and they all went. They shifted.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the ball's down the first base line.
Yeah.
Next time I'm up the bat, they all shift over to the first base line. Down the third base line it goes. Third time I go up. Okay, we're all going to stay where we are. Right down the shortstop. I get to second base and the guy's like, where do you hit it all normally? I said, wherever you're not.
Yeah, that's how you should be.
Well, why didn't you hit home runs? Because it's no fun hitting home runs. I have more fun watching you get kerfuffled because you don't know where I'm going to hit it.
No, and I think it's definitely, I can totally see that with the game, you know.
Speaking of not knowing where to hit it, let's play the Panani rhythm.
Hi, Misty.
Wait till he hits a Soulicious.
What do you call it?
The Panani rhythm. The P rhythm.
Come on and move into me closely. You don't have to think twice. Just want you to move on me closer like you're supposed to, baby. Come do your thing. Your body's hot just like fire. You're making me higher. Move me like on a string. And if you find yourself lonely, and if you wanna feel nice, come on and move into me closely. You don't have to think twice. Baby, you want me. Baby, you feel me. Baby, you want my love. Baby, you want me. Oh, baby, you feel me. Baby, you need my love. Baby, you want me. Baby, you need me. Baby, you feel my
You know, and I did this as a favor to DJ Skinny Platinum because he was having a dub plate sound class. So he just called me up and he said, P, I need you to jump on a rhythm. And I said, you know, the Panani rhythm is a big rhythm, bro. Like, you know, I'm a white chick. I said, like, are you sure? And he goes, just come up with a song, sing it. And then he just kept sending me rhythm after rhythm after rhythm. So I'm like, you know what, fine, let's do it. And, you know, people liked it. You know, like I said, Wes heard it and said, it's going on air. So he put me on just after Cardinal Official, which was an honor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Accreditations.
Yeah, man, big thing. So I'm happy. I'm really happy about what's happening now. Because it's kind of full circle. Like I said, I started off as a backup singer for Kid Rap to the Peacemaker, the reggae band. And I really wanted to have a reggae type band. But that's really what I was looking for, and it was hard for me to find with my musicians. But now coming full circle, these very same musicians are playing these rhythms because this is what we're pushing. And coming, you know, when we start performing again, this is what people want to hear. So it came full circle. We're ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. So, yeah, this catapult's going to launch and it's going to be live. I nominate Your Backyard.
I'm totally down for that, man.
I'm just gonna step away for a minute.
Yeah, that's okay. You might want to turn off your microphone.
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
For some reason, I keep getting dropped here and there.
I kind of believe in this band. Like, it's definitely one of these.
Only kind of?
No, I'm cynical. I'm super cynical.
He
Like,
is.
I've been around the fucking block so much that,
Literally.
like, I know what it feels like to have kind of false hype. You know what I mean? Like,
I think he's missing the jokes.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's okay. But no, it's true. Like, it is.
No offense. We do one song and then you walk on stage and you're like, oh yes, I'm such a star. Like, not even
Yeah.
to the fucking audience. You know, my band talks not just this for like the Stones. It's just so funny.
but yeah, like,
We
when,
it's in our head.
like when you hear the songs are there and you have something to kind of go off of, and you know it's gonna kind of work, just because I don't know, it's a feeling. You know, I don't.
But if you keep chipping away at the same stone, eventually you're gonna create a masterpiece. And you know, it's just time. Everybody will shine. Everybody has their time in the sun, and our time is now.
Yeah, like I can honestly say I've spent more time in this band than any other band I've been in, and it's literally because I kind of believe in a lot of the songs and
I thought it was
the
because you lived in
musicians
my
who
house.
are playing. You know.
I just thought it was because you lived in my house, so like I have nothing better to do.
No. It was the weed while I was living in your house.
Now we got the jokes going. Now we got the jokes.
Okay.
You got to remember this is the savage circle, not the caring circle.
Yeah. This definite.
There's no caring here.
Nah, Caring Circle happens on Wednesdays for candid conversations.
And even then, it can get a little savage.
It can be. It all depends on who's on there. But like, you know, I try to be a little less cutthroat on there.
No, it's all about having good fun.
Yeah,
It really is.
It always is.
Yeah.
Savage is just a certain sort of fun.
You know, I can't wait for you guys to kind of invite me back out there for a live thing. Anytime you guys are ready, I'm more than happy to jump on down. And I again thank you so much for having me on tonight.
No problem.
And I'm sorry that I couldn't connect, but if I'm there next time live, it's just going to be so much better. We can eat and drink, smoke, and be merry.
Yeah, I will give you know what?
We can book a date right now.
I'm looking at the schedule as we speak. The next open one we have is we have
I think we're into July.
July 10th.
So far, that's good for me because I think I'm clear.
Okay.
I should be home that day.
I can pencil that in.
Okay.
And you know, should anybody want to follow us, you can always follow us on at Miss P with the Rhythms, at misspwiththerhythms.com.ga to get a hold of us. You can follow us on Instagram at Paola_Venna Miss P. If you guys want to get through to us, you can catch us on email, or you can just Google us. You can Google Miss P or Rhythms. That's RYTMZ, and that's how you kind of get a hold of us. For right now, you know, we're up and coming. So as we're coming more mainstream, you're going to see more of our mainstream platforms come to light. So look out for this month our Spotify account. Look for our website accounts. Everything coming popping to screen and going across the internet. So you'll have your chance now to go online and purchase these things. I believe Something About You is already available online on all streaming platforms, and you can just follow those links. Google us away. Google Something About You. And I'm sure it'll lead your way to me.
What was the Instagram again?
The Instagram, if you want to find, you know, my very active one is my name, PAOLA_Venna Miss P. You can also find our other Instagram at Miss P with the Rhythm.
Miss P. Okay.
It sounded like such a good idea for a name.
Follow.
And then you have to
But nobody knows how the hell to say it.
It's like culture shock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah, culture shock. Oh, culture? No, CULCHA.
No, with an A.
Right.
You know what I mean?
A in culture. Yes, there's an A.
I used to have like a pop punk band that was called Snack, SNAK.
What?
Snack, SNAK.
Fair enough.
It meant it was an acronym for Strange Noises in Culture.
Snack, yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah, so those are our links. I'm sure Dave, you can just follow Dave's Instagram. If you guys follow him, it'll lead your way to us, to me for sure.
I don't follow my Instagram.
Well, can you please start doing it? I've been sharing a lot of music for shit's sake. You have to share it on your page. we have a lot of music on
You
my
tell.
page. So
You know what I mean? Broke it down. Just broke it down. My girl, yes. So that's how you react, eh? Oh, that's how you get a response. Okay, you just got 2 new followers in the block online and share the shock.
thank you so much,
Share it
guys.
with me.
Let me. I think I have you guys down for an article in this month's issue. I want to make sure because I talked to Dave earlier in the month,
Yeah.
and yeah, I want to make sure that I have you guys down because
Well,
yeah.
now you're following me, which means I'm gonna follow you back, and then me and you for sure can link and talk, and we can WhatsApp it from there and get the balls rolling if you need them
Yep.
rolling.
You'll have to
So-
send me the profiles there, Block.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I really can't get to my phone. It's kind of preoccupied.
Yeah, and honestly, these
Yeah.
guys are a really cool crew, man.
Like,
It's I've hung out with
They
them a
seem
number
like
of
it,
times.
man.
Yeah,
It's
a
the joys
crew.
that we're all artists.
You would get this vibe.
That's all love,
definitely.
then. You know what I mean?
yeah.
All
Okay.
art is all love. Okay, guys, thanks for having me on. I'm actually gonna, if you don't mind, step back because I got a kind of hectic schedule I gotta stick to.
No. By all means, don't let us interrupt your schedule. Thank you for taking the time to speak to us on here and appearing.
Thanks for making it possible and I mean literally making it possible, because if it wasn't for you guys doing this, whatever you did with Earth and the world to make me, see you people right now is awesome. So thank you for doing that. And I can't wait to talk to you guys and get and move forward with every project you guys have in mind.
Yes, indeed. If you're looking for like a reggae vocalist, my patois is a little bit watered down, but I can still vibe a bit. And
We also
what
know
else?
people.
What else?
You
Yeah, we
heard
know
me say
people
we're
too,
gonna
like
talk,
Lushy
right? You heard
Bonton.
me say- Listen, Dave knows that as soon as I hear that, I'm like a viper. I will jump because that's just how I am.
Okay.
She's
Please
like
don't
she's
even-
like the reggae viper.
Okay.
Yeah, like
The
make
most
sure you
chill
educate
and
yourself. Dave,
scary
warn
thing
these
ever.
guys. Warn them. I'm not easy, and when I hear it, I'm just like, But I'll take it. Okay, guys. So I hope you have a blessed night, and I'll
Yes.
talk to you guys soon. And I'm gonna follow you guys back right now.
All right. I'm gonna share you my album, and then yeah, we'll touch base, we'll talk, and yeah, man, keep the link alive, and keep doing your
And
thing.
something about you streaming on all platforms. And Dave, be a dear and send me never let me down. Thank you.
I will.
Thank you. Good night, guys.
All right, good
Have a
night.
one, man.
2-1.
All right, let's go. Let's get it.
Ep.25 left.
Let's get it. We're making it a good game.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
No
Like,
problem.
yeah,
That was dope. I've been honestly since I first heard about them, I'm just like, yeah, I want to be the one to kind of do this. So
yeah.
I'm
No,
glad that
I think it's
No,
actually really good stuff.
Once you find the date,
July 10th.
okay, you'll have to remind me because etch a sketch, I turn my head too fast, and that's it. I forget. I'm on to the next thing.
I hear you.
If you guys have any videos,
Oh, we have one video.
even
and
if it's like
hilarious.
homemade, I don't care. I just
No,
need
we have a
video.
home video, but it's like we did a if you can look it up, what the fuck is it called? Actually, it's on the thing, and it's a video, but I kind of wrote this song, not wrote it totally. Like Paula totally wrote the track, the vocals, but it was like kind of one of those things where I wrote most of the instrumental stuff, and it's Tarantella, like Italian pop folk music.
Okay.
And that's the only video I can think of that we have.
I just need a video on whatever song you guys want featured, and I can throw something together.
Yeah, like I think video wise, we've got that, but I don't think it translates totally.
It does. There'll be no sound.
He'll
with it.
trust.
Yeah.
He'll
Trust
pull
me.
it together.
You want to see something I did? Just play the one for earlier for Black.
We'll actually play the one for
Black
earlier
Orchid.
today on the
I
Terrell
used her
Effect.
live video as a background.
We
It was
had
a different song.
Black Orchid on, and it went a little something like this.
See me at Black Orchid. You don't say for me a Kellogg. You want feature, you know.
Yeah,
So you say, mama.
and I said nothing. Yeah.
chat to me now.
You wanna keep your distance, but the cravings are killing me.
Quarantine
You
time.
wanna lock up inside your house. Playing it safe is what you're about. That ain't no problem.
She kind of reminds me of like a Billie Eilish doing reggae. Like just her voice is like it's not
That's
super
really only
English,
just that track. The rest of it's not that.
Yeah,
soft.
She's different. Like every track's
Yeah.
a little different.
yeah, she's definitely she
Because
was a
that was kind of like a soft voice. It's like
good conversation too.
Yeah, but yeah, her all her music's not like that. It's she's a little different every song.
yeah. No, and I think that's always kind of a fun thing. Is like especially for musicians who just want to create shit. It's like doing different stuff all the time is kind of fun to do.
Yep.
Like it's there's always, and I like playing like simplified stuff because it forces you to play simplified stuff. You have to like kind of cut out every note that isn't supposed to be there, which is a hard decision to make when you're playing them and you really feel attached to all those notes.
hmm hmm
The hell's that one? Oh, that's okay. I'm just looking at the videos and I'm like, what the hell's that one? Look closer and its effects may varies commercial.
Yeah. Well, we might as well play that for them.
What the hell? Why are there Easter eggs in my desk? Another one? Why? Eh. Oh yes! I found a collectible Easter egg! What the? Alright. We have merch now. If you find all the Easter eggs in our song videos, you can win some.
Yeah. So I guess that the reflective one wouldn't fit in the video, but that's dope. That's dope. Definitely glad to be, to be a part of that whole thing. It's interesting the way things have developed and
Hey man,
such
they
a
got some
short
music
period
that's
of
coming
time.
my way soon that they're currently recording with me.
Well,
Nice, nice.
And then we have Dispel, where they had their great 10-hour videoathon there on Goth Day.
May 22nd. Yep, that was
Good old band from Cleveland.
That was a marathon.
Yeah, his album, that album's coming out soon. He has actually a track of mine that he's doing drums for that I'm waiting for.
Yeah. I just did a track with the only poet out in Oklahoma. I mean, he might be having twins, so congratulations to him.
Congratulations and condolences all at once.
I'll more say congratulations because
Congratulations.
there's enough people to point out the
Congratulations.
hardships.
Here's a new word of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Congratulations.
I don't think there's a better way to put that, and there shouldn't, because it's congratulations. It's not supposed to be easy to say.
Kids are the best thing and a blessing in disguise, we'll say. Kids can be the death of you, but they're also the sunshine of your life.
See, I don't know because I don't have kids and I'm not planning on having kids, and honestly, I probably shouldn't have kids, which is why I don't have kids. Yeah, that's fucking brave of you, man.
And I have 3 grandkids now.
I
Yeah.
if I had 4 kids, I'd have 2 left right
I
now.
had 4 girls.
I'd have
Yeah.
1 left right now.
Yeah.
And my oldest is identical to me, just female. Attitude wise and everything.
That's gonna happen. I've seen that with a lot of families. Like there's always the one well, daughter or son or whatever that you just they're identical in the funniest fucking ways
Oh no,
because
she's
they
a carbon copy of me.
yeah,
100%.
like and they're funny to watch. Like there's when the guy who owns the business I work for, his son works with us, and his son's like 21 right now, and him and his son are the same person in because kids always rebel. You know what I mean? It's just something they do. Even if they're like totally on fucking par with you, there's always that thing. And it's always funny where they rebel. But with him, not so much. And they're both kind of funny for the same reason. That makes no sense. I've been smoking a lot of pot tonight, is all I'm saying. Which is allowed in this country because we have freedom. Because Canada.
We're not getting into that conversation.
Yeah. Oh, interesting how things go. Well, freedom is not really free, really.
Freedom
Nothing's
doesn't
free.
really exist.
It's a
It's a
perception.
perception. Have I not
Yeah.
been saying that all day long?
Yeah.
Perception, well, freedom exists in perception. We'll say it that way. But like at the end of the day, there's a whole lot of
Depends on how you look at freedom, and each individual is different.
Well, and I mean, if you look at it this way, it's like, and I feel like this is a horrible. Okay, if you're free to be this, and like I imagine this like theocracies are funny that way because they are very free because because nobody that disagrees is allowed to have a voice. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like the amount of freedom that can exist within that is actually quite a bit, unless you're that minority, you know? And I guess that kind of exists in every country.
2-2. 2-2.
Yep, we're like under 4 minutes left.
Yeah, buddy, let's go.
3:11 left.
Let's go. Looks like we're riding this out to the end of the show. Riding this out to the end of the game.
If it goes to overtime, it better last longer than fucking 59 seconds.
Oh my gosh. Let's go.
Somebody decided to activate the kids.
Whatever happened to the Buffalo Bills?
OJ?
Oh, was it? No, what was that? No, Sabres. Buffalo Sabres.
The basement of the league?
Yeah, kind of.
No, they are.
Yeah, they are. I agree. But it's like I remember seeing them. It's like one of the very few hockey games I ever saw.
The guy that owns Buffalo Sabres also owns the Bills, and he rebuilt the Bills from the front office out, and now they're a decent team.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's let the NHL team go to shit to the point that the star wants out.
Really?
That's a shame.
To build a championship team, yes, you need your players, you need your coach, but you need to build that front office correctly, and that your trainers and your support staff need to be just as good as what you want the players to be.
No, and totally. And I think at the same time, Buffalo, because they're such a shit team in the first place, should really stick with Buffalo people.
Well,
You
that's
know
what
what I mean?
Toronto ended up doing when they brought in Shanahan.
Like,
They
make an
rebuilt
actual
everything
local
from the
team.
trainers up.
Yeah.
And then they started working on the talent. Then they started working on and moving forward. You need the trainers and everybody, like the behind the scenes staff.
Yeah. Oh, as with any fucking business, man.
So the staff, the trainers that we have some of the best goalie coaches in the world now. We have some of the best psychologists, like sports psychologists. That help these guys work through their shit. You know, it helps.
No, that's actually really kind of a cool thing. Like it's the behind the scenes staff is like I've done that enough.
It's just as important as the online
business,
on ice product.
It helps create an image that is greater than human.
Well, these players get told, okay, you're the best at everything. Why didn't you perform?
Yeah.
Why'd you fail? Fail's not an option.
Well, because they're
So you need
supposed
somebody behind the scenes,
the
outside of their
fucking
family, outside of their friends, outside of the news that can say, hey, it's okay to fail.
yeah.
But this is here. This is let's look and see what you did wrong so we can correct it. And Toronto, I think, has been lacking that for decades.
And I mean, like, to a degree, it's like I'm not a big believer in the special person sort of way of looking at things. Like, you don't have geniuses. Geniuses are bullshit. It's just some people are in the right place at the right time, and that's what they become. And I mean, I see that with like sports stars. Maybe they worked a lot to get there, but I'm sure there's other people that are just as good. You know,
Yeah, that's
that
the thing. It only shows like the people that they can find or they're looking for.
Yeah, and I mean,
Well,
but the
okay, to put that
expectation,
in
and
perspective,
I mean, pop stars in the same
yeah,
way.
but
It's
to
the
put that
amount
in
of
perspective, if you look at Sakam, sorry, and Toronto Raptors,
Siakam?
he's only been playing basketball 8 years.
yeah,
Yuri found him in South Africa doing a let's teach kids how to play basketball.
and just
And
found
he
like
went,
yeah,
we're drafting him.
yep,
We're going to put him through our system. And he's only been playing 8 years and he's already won a ring.
yeah. But I mean,
Okay.
like at the same time, it's like the expectations that are put on them as these sports celebrities is it's the expectations of gods. You know what I mean? And that's not cool to do to any person.
Everybody looks up to somebody.
Yeah,
Everybody
but
does.
that shouldn't be something that
Human
it
nature.
it shouldn't be something that
Shit.
hurts other people or makes them
That's
act in
that's the
weird.
human nature side of it.
Yeah, we're rational beings at the same
No fucking
time.
human is rational.
Every human has
We-
every human has
We
rationale.
have degrees of rationality. It's
We
just a
have the
matter of how much
ability,
we
but
use
the
it.
comprehension doesn't seem to fit the ability.
Yeah, like we don't have
For
a
the most part, but
like
then you have your exceptions.
yeah, like we don't have a perfect rationality. That's not a thing. On the other hand, is we do have an awareness of our own subjectivity, or that in a sense, like we're ourselves and we think in a particular way, and
Which
so
is
does
all
everybody else.
perspective.
Yeah, like we can comprehend other perspectives.
4.2 seconds to go. It's 2-2.
4.2 seconds.
It's still scoreable.
Let's go, Leafs.
I always found how like 4.2 seconds was always longer than 4.2 seconds. It's like there's 10 seconds left in the game. 45 minutes later.
Overtime.
Yeah. 45 minutes later.
Yep.
You know?
That's football.
I think
The
so.
last 2 minutes can take 45 minutes.
Yeah, I don't do sports that well. Like there's a couple I watch. UFC I don't mind. Especially lightweight stuff.
They move
Yeah.
so fast.
No, and I love the technique they have on it. Beach volleyball for the tits. That's a horrible thing to say, but it's a sport.
You can make anything a sport.
Not anything, but a lot of things.
Yeah, chess isn't a sport.
I beg to
Sure
differ.
it is.
No, if they were stabbing each other, then I think it could be a sport.
It takes a lot of mind control and thought and conditioning to play that game at that level.
I think there's a.
I made it through 3 rounds of the World Chess.
Okay,
With Toronto.
this is why I wouldn't put it down to totally a sport, because I think sports have to involve a flow state, and chess can't achieve a flow state, like where your mind and your body are fully connected to each other.
You should
You
watch
don't
speed
get-
chess.
Still no. It's still the body is existing as a secondary motion to the mind. Whereas if you think about music, you think about football, hockey, etc., your connection between your mind and your body is like that.
I don't think when I play.
Talking about chess as a sport.
Yeah. Or golf is a sport for that matter.
Golf is a sport.
Or pool. No, it's a game. Pool
They're
is
all
all
games.
pool is also
all
a game.
sports are games.
They're all games. So I would say chess could be equally as much as a sport as golf.
I think there's more mechanics involved in golf than there is in chess.
There
Like
is.
the more of your
There's
of your
more of
body
a
that's
body thing.
engaged, the more of your body that's engaged, the more of a sport it is.
Golf
Yeah.
uses your hips and your arms.
It's a full body
So
engagement,
it's,
though.
so it's a sport for your hips and your arms.
You don't have to bend your knees.
Yeah, so it's not a sport for your
Yeah,
knees.
you do.
No, you don't.
Your knees are like, this
But
isn't a sport.
Chess is a sport for your mind.
The
Yeah.
ability to think 10, 15 moves ahead before you start.
Is a sport of your mind.
But I don't consider it a sport. I do consider it a game, and that is not disrespecting games. Like, I think
Hockey's
games
a game.
are...
Baseball's a game. Football's a game. They're all games.
They're
Baseball...
just things we play to pass the time.
Yeah, baseball kind of sits in the middle. Hockey is a
Nah,
sport.
nah.
Hockey's a sport.
Hockey's a sport. Baseball could be considered a game.
It's right in the middle.
Soccer could be considered a game.
It's like
Hockey's a
it's like
game.
curling. Curling,
Hockey's
I'm
a
not
sport,
sure.
There's impact. There's
I
impact.
will admit gymnastics I think is a pretty damn good sport.
That is a sport.
Because
Yeah.
as a young gymnast,
Yeah.
like hella you are using every muscle in your body.
Yeah, you cannot disconnect from reality at that point.
You have to feel your body exactly.
And which
because
is why
otherwise you will fall on your ass and get really hurt.
which is why with chess I think it's
twist a
because
muscle
at
or...
that point you have to disconnect from reality at that moment in order to think ahead.
Yeah, that's where I would agree, because like I agree that chess is definitely, like if we're talking about the mental aptitude required,
it's a great game.
Oh yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah, and no disrespect for it.
Too.
Yes,
but it's like I think you have to be able to get injured for it to be a sport.
No,
and gymnastics you could definitely get injured in.
Like kind of like I think there's.
I don't think injury is a prerequisite. I think there has to be the ability to you have to
get injured.
Exert force. Like you have to exert some form of force on a consistent basis.
Yeah, you have to be playing at a level where your body is connected so much to your mind that if it's not, you're gonna get injured.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, according to the definition, competition fishing is a sport.
Yeah,
I don't care.
You have to hunker down. You have to use your whole physical body. You can't just.
It depends what you're fishing. If you're fishing sharks or bluefin or like.
Doesn't matter. As long as the sport involves competition, it could be classed as a sport.
Yeah, that sounds American. That sounds like big chubby American. Like I play a sport. No, you don't. You're a fisherman.
But like
that's not a sport. That's a career.
Okay, we'll go by the European definition. A physical activity which is casual or organized. That means anything you do is a sport.
That makes hockey a sport.
Yeah, that's I don't.
That makes golf a sport. That
golf
makes
is
chess
a sport.
And golf isn't a sport, and chess isn't a sport. I'm just saying it's.
I'm going by the definitions. You said that sounded American. I gave you a European.
I know, and I disagree with the Europeans also. I'm gonna go for Maori. What do the Maori consider a sport?
Do you want me to ask why?
You should. I'm curious because like the Maori is
Google.
who I would kind of.
What do the Maori consider a sport?
If you don't.
Sports pertaining to any form of competition, physical activity, or game that aims to use, maintain, or improve physical ability and skills while providing enjoyment to the people playing it, or in some cases, the entertainment to spectators. Sports through
That's
casual
Maori?
or
rugby's Maori.
Or
yeah, exactly.
Organized.
Dude, my not anymore uncle is Maori.
Yeah.
He lives in New Zealand. Really cool dude.
Like Sikhs,
amazing person.
Sikhs, I think, would consider chess a sport. Maoris, I don't
they
think
class
so.
racing as a sport.
Huh?
Racing.
How is racing a sport?
It depends what you're racing.
No.
Your
Like horseback racing.
Bicycle racing, yes.
You are simulating or consciously
Foot
with
racing.
one winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are having a contest or a match.
Yeah, but how is
Between
racing a
two
sport?
Horse racing's tricky.
like,
I
car
think it's
racing?
racing for the horse.
No, they're
Horse
talking auto
racing
racing.
is not easy.
Yeah,
Riley's auto racing.
yeah, no, and auto
No.
racing I do because flow again. For me, it goes back to flow state. So that tight connection between what you're thinking and what you're doing, where it's imperceptible between them. You're thinking and doing at the same time. We hit that with music. I could consider a non-competitive sport.
Yeah.
You know, it's when you're there, you're doing exactly the
and
same
chess
thing.
is a sport since the authority of amateur sports recognizes it as a sport and gives out a gold medal.
The authority of amateur sports.
What did you say it was?
The Council of Europe and
the Olympic Games Committee class
Chess.
and bridge as a bona fide sports.
I would consider it still a game,
And the sports
It-
federation.
if not a religion.
But is it an Olympic sport?
Yes,
Chess is an Olympic sport?
it was at one point. I know that.
Full contact chess could be a fucking Olympic sport.
As a non-physical sport.
Like knight takes queen. Fuck you. And they just fucking pound.
Fucking chess or checkers is classed as a non-physical sport.
And this is why I can't consider it a sport. I cannot consider checkers a sport. I just there is no point where I could imagine somebody coming away from checkers with like a sports related injury. That's why I can't consider checkers a sport. Golf, I can almost consider because you might be able to pull your shoulder or something.
You can pull your shoulder, you can snap your MCL, you can herniate a disc, you can dislocate your elbow, your wrist, your hands.
And that's why
Actually, you can die on the golf.
And that's why I kind of consider it a sport.
You can die
like,
doing anything though.
yeah, like
to be
is
fair.
walking a sport? We're having this conversation.
No, you have to
sandwiches
exert
the other day.
Walking?
Yes, speed walking.
Oh my gosh, there's no way speed walking is a recognized Olympic sport still.
It's called speed walking.
And it's a sport.
One
Oh.
foot has to be flat on the ground at all times.
SPRT, spurt. It's a spurt.
Okay.
It actually fits the definition of sport that hockey falls under.
No, hockey. I think the connect is. We're having me and Gabe were having this.
Competitive walking isn't a game.
Me and Gabe were having this conversation about what is a sandwich, and we came down to some sort of thing because like a sub sandwich is a sandwich, but a pastry isn't necessarily a sandwich. But what are those like pastry covered hot dogs? Are they a sandwich?
No.
I
We
think they're a
agreed-
sandwich.
They're a wrap.
We agreed they weren't a sandwich.
They're a wrap.
But what were we using to actually define what the difference
They
was?
had to be the bread and the other things had to be cooked separately.
That's right. And that was like the division we kind of found.
The bread had to be pre-cooked.
Yeah.
At least.
So it's like, like one of those little hot dogs that are cooked aren't a sandwich.
A
but
corn dog isn't a sandwich.
a corn dog is not a sandwich.
Well, a
It's-
hot dog and a bun is a sandwich.
is a hot that's a sandwich.
Okay.
And the only thing we could come down to was like kind of going like, hey, if it's cooked in the bread is cooked in one state and the meat's cooked in another state and then they're combined.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
The egg, obviously, because dinosaurs
Then
existed.
how did the chicken lay the egg?
Because dinosaurs existed.
The egg was laid by a chicken.
Eggs existed before chickens did.
No,
What chicken put it there?
no, there was no chicken that put it there. It was a mutation from a chicken-like thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So in other words, is the egg kind
It
of
was
comes first?
Evolution.
Simply because what laid that egg was the
A pre-chicken species.
exactly. So in other words, it's like the egg was a mutation that became the chicken. What laid it is a
Non-chicken, chicken-like
yeah,
thing.
something very similar to a chicken, but not a chicken.
Lots of brewing games going to overtime too.
Oh shit, that's
Oh, sweetie.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the washroom.
You can have me first, Mom.
Yeah, if I kill this is gonna
yeah. Go
pop.
ahead. Okay, so yeah, maybe we'll just wrap it up. This has been actually I'm racing right now, so it's gonna be a few seconds before I can actually close this down. But this has been the Savage Circle. You know what I mean? We had Paola Venna here. We have MC McRedundNC. We got Yoro. You know what I mean? We have DUI. LG was here, but he was off camera. You know what I mean? We're just jamming right now.
Enjoying that food.
Yeah.
Letting that food settle.
That food settled
Back to
nice.
getting home for a little-
He's chilling out.
Yo, man, that's why I gave you the takeout container so you can take some with you if you wanted to.
Can I as well?
I don't
Yeah.
think there's enough left.
I took one to. I put one to the side, so
Third left.
it's like a third.
No,
of the-
that attitude. We gotta.
Big tray of,
It's
shepherd's pie, there's like a third left of it.
okay.
Yep, biggest tray I've made in ever. That's ever been contributed to.
We will figure it out. Okay.
Big cuts. We filled those containers.
Containers are full up, bro. So yeah, stay tuned for next week where we have some other big things happening. Tune in June 6th, Sunday, June 6th, where we have the Justice for Black Lives first anniversary. Tune in next Wednesday where we have candid conversations with. Let's see who we have candid conversations with. We have candid conversations with. June. Candid conversations with. Oh no, this week we have. No, it's May. Stupid. Candid conversations was with. Okay, so the second. K-Love the Virgo. So we got K-Love the Virgo coming on this Wednesday. Tune in tomorrow, likely where we might do tough talks. If not tomorrow, on Monday. Check us out. Yeah, we're doing a thing, and we keep it moving. So thank you for tuning in.
Go
We
Leafs, go.
appreciate you. Go Leafs, go. All the best. We out.